Welcome to this moment. As you breathe in, feel the pause of your life, the running show in your mind that may be nonstop. Breathe into this pause. Let yourself relax. And be curious about how frickin' complex human beings and the world are. And let that be here. Accept all the complexity in yourself. Celebrate how much you've learned and grown over the years. Things that you've learned, things that we keep on repeating and continuing to learn. Celebrating the complexity of life. Being able to breathe into it. Looking back over your life, all of the little things that have happened and little things that have been taught to you. So many things come to mind right now that have shaped my life in a profoundly negative way, and so, when I was younger in particular. But we only have that perspective, right? Who knows all these things that have shaped my life that are still blocking my access to the fullness of my quirkiness, the fullness of showing up with complete acceptance of myself in all of my complexity. And the reminders that I get that I'm not being with my complexity is when I'm determined people I love do something different. They see me in a different way. They act differently. Starting with my parents, my siblings, my extended family. Always such a great reminder that they have just as much complexity that they're trying to navigate as I am. So come back to my own body, my own breath in this moment, and acknowledge all of the events and the cultural training, the societal training, the systems in place for thousands of years. All of the trauma that Americans brought from Europe to America. All of the trauma that people brought from Asia to America and are trying to navigate. People from Latin American countries, the indigenous tribes are romanticized, and it's tragic for me that they were also conquered and obliterated in the US, in Latin America, in Africa, in Asia. And there's so much complexity. There's so much that I can forgive in my own body in this moment of how it affects how I am in the world with my loved ones and with myself. So I breathe in compassion for all of my complexity, all of the things that I have done that I have regretted and forgiven myself for, and I need to keep forgiving myself for. And then wherever we are with our loved ones, every time I talk to my siblings, they seem different. There's something different about them that I need to accept and let go of however they see me. Things that they have said. And I need to, okay, how can I accept that they got that from somewhere? They're trying to meet that need. And then come back to myself. My kids, letting my kids be whoever they are in the world, however they were in the world. The people I love, other people I love. My partner, my dear friends. We carry a lot of baggage in our bodies. So come back to that trunk, that area between your collarbone and your hips. Allow yourself to breathe into the complexity that might be living in that area. We carry so much there in our bodies. Our luggage, our baggage. Right there is a sign for me of something I'd like to care for. If you saw me visually, kind of like feeling that come up in my trunk, within that area of my body. And let yourself feel into that complexity. Breathe in that, like accepting our own quirkiness, our own things that made us, whatever they are, over the years, who we are today. And give that area of our body some love, some acceptance, and some care right now. Open up to our loved ones, whoever that includes. Our family, our friends. Know that the more we trust that they're going to be who they're going to be. Let them be who they are, their complexity. If it becomes so much that we really think that them doing something is going to change our lives in a significant way, come back to ourselves, that urgency of like, what do I have to do? What do I have to say? What do I have to do right now? And give it some space. Give it some love. And I have a neutral person that I've been meaning to leave a little voicemail for. I'll leave a message for myself. You know, I felt some urgency like last Wednesday, or maybe it was, like, I don't even, you know, that like, what am I going to do? Let it be here. Let it be here. Let it be a sign to come back to myself. Do that little thing that comes from connecting with yourself, not attachment to have them do anything different. Just want to express appreciation to them, even though I do admit an attachment to having them do something different. I think I'm just going to leave them an appreciation voicemail and then let myself hear that, the appreciation for all I do. Open it up to, okay, he was a person that triggered me. Now that he's a neutral person. Reach out in your mind. You don't have to call anybody that really is you're just frickin' so charged by. And come back to yourself. What is that in me that's charged? What is in me that's important? A friend of mine once said to me, does it always have to be about me? Can't it just be about them? And yeah, and there's still something in us. I mean, we confuse excusing behavior that needs to be checked with just letting them be how they are. Check behavior that's absolutely unacceptable. And then offer your practice to all beings. May all beings be aware that humans are complicated, the world is complicated, and to be with our breath and our bodies in this moment with acceptance and love. Thank you very much.